Hello beautiful people. My name is Hadassah Vitar. I am a life coach. I went to the same school that Erin did, although I'm not a master coach like she is. But I did learn a few things, and I thought this might be a good place to share some of those things that I learned about being a life coach, having your life, being your own life coach, because that's really what it's all about, isn't it? So we're all here in this group. Oh, did I introduce myself? Maybe I did. My name is Hadassah Vitar, in case I didn't say that before. So we're all here in this group because we want to make some changes in our life, okay? If we were totally happy and satisfied with where we were, we probably wouldn't be in this group, or at least we wouldn't come into this group to begin with. Hi, Adrian. And yeah, okay. I'm distracted. Here we go. So the reason we're in this group is because we want to make changes. And the thing about making changes is that if you make changes to your body, maybe by sheer force of will, but you don't make the appropriate changes to your mind, then you're going to be like those lottery winners that immediately lose all of their money. Or like all those people that we've heard about that were on like The Biggest Loser or whatever, and they lost a lot of weight because they were like on this ranch being forced to exercise and their food was controlled and so on. But as soon as they got back home, they gained it all back. So why? Because they may have changed their body, but they didn't change their mind. They didn't change their thoughts. So I want to tell you a little bit about changing your thoughts, because you have to understand the most absolutely powerful tool in your toolkit in doing any of this work is right here between your ears. It's the thoughts that you have in your mind. And we have thousands of thoughts every day, and most of them are kind of unconscious, and they're pretty much the same every day, especially the negative ones. You know how when you're driving somewhere and you miss your turn, you might mutter some names to yourself that you would never consider saying to anybody else. Like if you were driving with your best friend and your best friend missed the turn, you wouldn't call them the kind of horrible names that you call yourself when you make a turn, when you miss your turn, right? So it's all about, to begin with, being nicer to yourself. That might be a whole different live that we should talk about. But anyway, so your thoughts are controlling everything. You might think that your feelings just come up out of nowhere, but actually they don't. They come from your thoughts. Whenever you have a feeling that you don't like, you can usually trace it back to a thought. And if you can get that thought and you can deal with it, then maybe you won't have to stuff that feeling maybe with that pan of brownies or that bag of Oreos that you've got hiding in your pantry. Yes, I have been there. I know what's hiding in your pantry. So it's about the thoughts. It's about the mindset, as we call it. It's about trying to take control and not feel that you're being swept away by all sorts of undercurrents of emotion that you don't understand. So let's start with the thoughts. And here's the thing. The thoughts that we have about ourselves were ingrained in us at a very young age, and they're beliefs that are really, really deep-seated, and we think they are truth. Yes, if you think that you're always going to be the chubby girl, or if you think that you just don't have any willpower, or any of those thoughts that are impeding you on your journey to becoming everything that you want to be. And I'm not talking about weight loss. I'm talking about I'm talking about just everything, all the great things that you were born to do that maybe you're not doing because you're afraid, yes, or because you think you can't do it. So here's the thing. If you're confronted with that pan of brownies or with that bag of Oreos, or you go to a party, then you're in front of these things, and then you have to stop, take a breath. Breathing is so important. Take a breath and then ask yourself a question. Ask yourself why. Why do I want these brownies? Am I tired? Am I actually hungry? I might actually be hungry, in which case I should probably eat something a little more nutritious than brownies. Maybe I'm just bored. Maybe I'm upset. Maybe I've got something else going on, and maybe I'm stressed, and maybe I've got all sorts of feelings that I don't like, and I am trying to bury them. All these things are possibilities, but it starts with a question. It starts with stopping, taking a breath, and noticing that you're doing this, okay? Because so much of what we do is unconscious. I remember in the life coach school that Erin and I both went to, there was talk of different kinds of eating. Oh, hi, Nilufer. Different kinds of eating. There's the storm eating that you may do when you're upset. There's the fog eating, which all of us do from time to time, where you're just kind of absentmindedly eating something and all of a sudden the bag of Oreos is empty and you didn't even remember eating them. You didn't even enjoy them. That's no fun. Hi, Michelle. So there's the joy eating, where you're eating something consciously and really enjoying it. And of course, most importantly, the fuel eating, where you actually eat to fuel your body. So getting back to the different kinds of eating, if you can just stop for a minute, take a breath, look at what you are about to unconsciously stuff into your mouth and say, okay, why did I want this? Okay, then why is a huge question in our lives, okay? Maybe we can find out what it was that we thought we were needed. Maybe we actually just need to close that cupboard and go to bed. I know that one's a hard one for me, let me tell you. When those sugar cravings strike late at night, I know I should go to bed, but it's still hard to do. So trust me, I'm not dispensing wisdom here from the mountaintop of I have it all figured out. Just because I know doesn't mean that I always do. Okay, so there's that why. The why of stopping, taking a breath before we shove something in our mouth and saying, why? Why do I want this? Maybe I'm bored. Maybe I'm lonely. Maybe I'm sad. Maybe I'm tired. Maybe there's something else going on that I'm trying to stuff with food. So that's one why. The other why that's really important to think about, and I'm going to wind this up pretty soon. The other why that's really important to think about is, why are you here? Why are you in this group? Why are you either on this journey or contemplating joining this journey? Yes? Why are you here? You're here because you want something. And don't say, I want to lose 10 pounds, because that is completely meaningless in and of itself. And, you know, that number on the scale, it has no meaning except the meaning that we give to it. Hey, Diane. So if you did lose 10 pounds or 30 pounds or 100 pounds or whatever it is that you think you need to release, I don't like to use the word lose, because when you lose something, you might find it again, right? But if you release it, it's going to go away. But why do you want to release this weight? That is the question, isn't it? Why do you want to release this weight? What do you think you're going to have at the other end of this journey? How do you think you're going to feel? And that is really what all of us really want. I mean, all the other things we say, we want money, we want houses, we want cars, we want to lose weight, we want to do that. All we really want is to feel better. So what we're really looking for is that good feeling. And if you're looking for a good feeling, then first of all, you might be able to feel that good anyway. That would be bonus. And then you might not be doing the stuffing brownies into your mouth at 11 o'clock at night if you were feeling good. That's a whole different question. But when you find yourself at a plateau, when you find yourself at a difficult moment, when you find yourself in a cleanse day where you're having issues getting through it, you have to ask yourself, why? Why am I doing this? What is my ultimate purpose in doing this program, in doing this thing? What do I want? There was one person that I talked to who has children, and the person said that they wanted to see their grandchildren, to have their grandchildren call them, by the name. I don't want to reveal the person's gender or name. But for this person, if they can keep that thought in their mind, okay, I want my future grandchildren, because their daughters are still quite young, I want my future grandchildren to be able, to play with these future grandchildren, then maybe that person can have a better control of what's going on. So, two whys. The why of why am I doing this? To help you focus, okay? Because it's not about I want to lose X number. The number is meaningless. You're really after something else that's more important, whether it's playing with your children, finding a new love, whatever it is that you think you're going to get once you've released that weight, that is what you're looking for. That's what you need to focus on and not think about numbers. That's one. And the other why is like in the moment when you're about to shove those brownies in your mouth. Can you tell the brownies are my weakness? Why am I doing this? Why am I standing here in front of the cupboard? Maybe I should be in bed. Maybe I need to drink more water. Maybe I should go for a walk. Maybe I should call my friend and talk and have human contact. So many things that we could be doing instead of stuffing our feelings with food and trying to numb ourselves out. So anyway, this is pretty long, so I'm going to wind it up here. I hope this is useful. If you have any questions, comments, and you want to put them in the comments, I will be looking later, and I will be happy to answer anything that you want to ask me. So everyone have a great evening or morning, wherever you may happen to be. I think in Australia it's tomorrow. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.